Sleepless nights happen. Naturepedic organic kids mattresses won't be the reason why. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Ask Nat. This week we have a question about bedroom separation. So, a mom asks, I have 4-year-old boy-girl twins that share a bedroom. They used to go to sleep fine, but now they talk for hours instead of sleeping. They're exhausted and I am too. No amount of discipline or bribery has worked. We can't separate them because we don't have another room. What do we do? Yes. Every night is a slumber party in a twin family's house. It goes from chuckles and discussions about delicious popcorn and My Little Pony to fights about you're breathing too loud and you're snoring and stop making that clicking noise. Ah, the joys of a twin life. So what do we do for these little kiddos? So now, yes, they're sharing a bedroom. Are they sleeping in bunk beds or are they sleeping in independent twin beds? I know, you know what's funny? It's like we have all these Ask Nat segments and then I'd like to have a Nat Asks segment back to the parent. So Nat asks, are they sleeping in bunk beds or are they sleeping next to each other? If they're sleeping next to each other, is there some way that you could put a divider between them? Out of sight, out of mind may work. How could we do this? What about taking a curtain rod or some fishing line or something? IKEA makes a really, really good curtain rod that is made of like a thick rope. What about putting that across the room and then putting a curtain that they could just shut out right in front of them so they don't see each other? That's of course if they're sleeping next to each other. True, you may not have the room for that, but you know what? It's just curtains. We could just open it. JCPenney has crazy, crazy, crazy cheap curtains. Some of them are like $8. Done. Or you don't even have to get them for $8. You could go to the materials store if you could sew. Second option, they're old enough to know what's right and what's wrong. They know they shouldn't be talking. How about, instead of saying no talking, how about putting a time limit on their talking and say, you know what? Now you're gonna go to sleep earlier so you could have your 15 minutes of playtime and then it's gonna be bedtime. So let's just say bedtime is 7:30. Tonight, put them to bed at 7 o'clock. You know now that you have 30 minutes where they could play and joke around and it's not cutting into their sleep time. Next thing, I know you said that no amount of bribes works, but I don't know. I'm one of those parents who bribery didn't really work for me either. I guess that I have spoiled kids that just got what they got, but there was always something that they couldn't get that wasn't like normal, like M&Ms. Maybe you could start giving them M&Ms in their pancakes. Yeah, not the most nutritionally responsible, but something that's kind of instant the minute that they wake up if they go to sleep okay. The other thing is have a family conference. Family time. When they were 4 years old, I know that it wasn't the most effective, but what I did was I would print up rules and regulations, and even though their reading was really unremarkable at the time, I was like, here are the rules. You need to brush your teeth, put on your pajamas, get in bed, we read a story, you go to sleep, the end. If after that ending happened, the next day they wouldn't get the story. So if they keep talking, see if you could physically separate them by a curtain instead of putting them in separate rooms. Next thing, put them to bed earlier, give them a buffer for discussion that only you know about. Number 3, maybe set a timer for that. Bring a kitchen timer into there, set it for 15 minutes, say you could play for 15 minutes, but after that 15 minutes you're done. The next thing, have a family discussion and let them know that the repercussion is if they cannot go to sleep on time, then you're gonna have to separate them. But let them know that sleep is a very important part of life. When you sleep, you grow. Your brain needs sleep in order to have the energy that it needs for the next day. Explain to them the importance of sleep. I actually think that this is not the worst problem to have. I know that it's not the best problem to have because you're having it and you're exhausted, but you have twins that have a great relationship. It's only going to be like this for now. Soon enough, they're going to be off to college and married and have families of their own. Poof, in the blink of an eye. Try those few tips. I hope that they help, and I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight, and I hope they get a good night's sleep too. So, sweet dreams, and I hope you enjoyed this tip. For more great tips like this, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, check Twiniversity.com. See you later, alligators.